Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday Night Hunkily, episode 265. I got a musical. Freak show. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, happy Saturday morning. Let's do stretching. Good morning. Freak show. Welcome to humanology show, weekend edition, Friday Night Hunkily, 265. Happy Saturday morning. Yeah, so past 3 days, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I came home from work in the evening and brushed my teeth, change of clothes, went to bed. Okay, so good sleep. Yeah, because it's healthy to give some break to my lung and liver from all that smoking cigarette and all that drinking alcohol. Yeah, give some break to my lung, my liver. Yeah, that's great. Healthy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now, so as I brush my teeth in the living room, looking out the window, next to the window, right? Sometimes I watch like birds, insects, but those birds was that dark-eyed juncos. I think they moved out. I think the baby birds, I think they grew up and left the nest because I did internet research. They say it's the baby birds of that species, dark-eyed junco. They say they lived on nest in 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. Okay, so any spill about that. It's actually less than 1 month. Okay, they're very small birds, so they grow very quickly. These parental birds, very diligent. Okay, feeding birds, baby birds all the time. So I think they moved out. I think they left the nest, baby birds. Okay, yeah, because it's been about months. So since I noticed that, okay, good, good. They became adult birds, fried out of nest. Great. Okay. Yeah. Now, as I brush my teeth, sometimes on the window in the living room, sometimes gadfly like sit on the window, okay, vertically. And they're very inspiring, okay? So one gadfly I saw, yeah, gadfly dancing. Let's do that, okay? Yeah. You know, like- gadfly dancing, okay. You would like that, okay? That's so funny. Very cute. Five 5 minutes break. Catfly dancing inspired nice catfly. They're harmless catflies, okay? Sorry about the long break. Yeah, nature call. I answer the nature call. Okay. Yeah, it's euphemism for power movement. Yeah, regularity, which is very nice. So yeah, look, let's take a break from mathematics. Okay, let's just talk. Yeah, happy Saturday morning. Yeah. Okay. A little bit of whiskey left, not much, but it'll do for a while. So, I mean, NPR, well, in Alaska public media, okay, and this wonderful show, a wonderful company, Alaska Public Media. I actually met some of them, okay. Yeah, they're cool people, okay. Alaska Public Media, they do TV, television, newspaper, in the web, and also like radio, okay. Alaska Public Media. I did miss people who work there, okay. They're cool, okay. Yeah, good journalists, okay. Yeah. So the radio channel, Alaska Public Media, is great, and they basically purchased from the national level, also international level sometimes, the syndicates, okay? Yeah, the journalism. They purchase those shows and air it in Alaska Public Media, okay? One of them is NPR. Some others, America Public Media or even BBC, British Broadcasting Company, okay? And NPR is just one of those radio show production companies, that's all, okay? Yeah. So NPR, National Public Radio, I mean, there's goods and bads, okay? There's some shows, NPR shows I like Weekend Edition, that's nice. Or All Things Considered, yeah, NPR produced radio shows. When it comes to morning edition, I used to like it. Now I don't. At least for now, okay? Why? I tell you why. In Alaska, okay, in eight by via APM, Alaska Public Media, they purchased this NPR morning edition show and aired it in Alaska, starting 5 a.m. Okay, and so morning edition NPR, I do not know about now because I do not listen to it anymore. Morning edition in NPR, okay, and I'll tell you why. About a month ago, around that time, they always used to say the very first thing they say in the morning edition, in Alaska time 5 a.m. The name of that person in the White House. That's the very first thing they say. They did it so many times. And I do not want to start my day 5 a.m. in the morning. And the very first thing I hear from the radio is that person's name, the White House. I do not want that. So I stopped listening to morning edition. So, because it's like a totally political, like kind of idolater, or it's a bowing down to this highness idol. That's very offensive to me. Okay? I did not vote for that person. Okay? And that person has some criminal conviction too. Okay? That person is elected. So yeah, let him finish his term. And then let him retire, okay? It's his second term. Again, I do not want to say his name. It's too dirty. I do not want to pollute my mouth with a dirty name. Okay? But yeah, let him finish the rest of his term and let him retire because this is his second term. Okay, so he's not coming back to politics. He cannot. He's too old. Let him finish his term. Let him retire. Huh? Move on. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I don't listen to morning edition anymore. Okay. They're to the servile, in my opinion, okay, to the current regime. What I like listening to is before 5 a.m. in Alaska Public Media Radio, BBC, okay, British Broadcasting Company. Higher quality show than by far higher and more in depth. They don't always talk about politics, but morning edition, it seems that that's their concentration focus of the American national federal politics. Okay, and I'm not interested there, not anymore, not these days. Okay, but so comparing to BBC and NPR's morning edition, NPR's morning edition sounds very imbecilic, infantile, cheesy, lame, corny. Okay, it's just such a low level, simplistic, like a simpleton. Okay, BBC, yeah, they have long history, right? British Broadcast Company, and it's international, more mature, more in depth, more insightful. Just there's no comparison. Okay, so before 5 a.m. because I wake up very early. Okay, so I enjoy listening to BBC and Alaska Public Media Radio show. Okay, yeah, with BBC, they don't just talk about politics. No, they talk about science, culture, religions. Yeah, I enjoy BBC. Okay, morning edition. Yeah, they have long way to go. I'm sure they will improve slowly later on. Okay, I'm sure they will. 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Okay, thank you. There's some commentary there. Okay, yeah, 5 minutes. Thank you. All right, that's my comments. Okay, now let's talk about international politics. Yeah, I mean, I'm not into politics these days, but will I ever get back to politics in the future? It's possible. Who knows? But not anytime soon. Okay, it's a possibility. But who knows? But whatever. Okay, international politics. Okay. Uh, in the news they talk about the war between America and Iran, but that's a misnomer. Okay, it's war between American political federal regime, the White House, versus Iranian political regime. American citizens, Iranian citizens, we are not involved in this war. I'm not. Most American citizens do not even support this war. Even federal US Congress legislators, most of them do not support this war either. It's just the White House. Iran, Iran citizens, they're like American citizens. They go about daily life, they go to school, they go to work. They have nothing to do with this war. So it's not a war between America and Iran. No, it's war between American political regime versus Iranian political regime, the political elites. That's it. They do not represent American citizens. They do not represent Iranian citizens. No. Okay? It's not war between two countries. It's not. It's war between two political regimes. Okay? By the way, yeah, the Mooney edition, another word, yeah, sycophant. What does that mean? Like bowing down, being too servile to the political regime, okay? It's like they got no pride. Cowards, okay? Yeah, Morning Edition, NPR. I'm sure they get better though, okay? Yeah. But I think they're too afraid and scared of political regime, okay? Well, but I'm sure they'll get better, okay? Now back to international politics, okay? White House say, oh, they reached a deal. They made a deal. I don't think so. I don't think it's a deal. I do not think it's a deal that White House made with Iranian regime. To me, it seems more like a White House is waving the white flag, pun intended, or whatever, not intended, whatever, but it rhymes. White House is white flag, okay? Hey, Iranian regime, yeah, we are White House, we are waving the white flag. We lose, you win. We give up, we surrender. That's what it seems to me. That's not a deal. White House got nothing out of this deal. No nuclear weapon negotiation, no nothing. No, no, nothing. Okay, yeah, no democratization of Iranian regime, no regime change in Iran, none of it. White House lost this war. It's that simple. Okay, hands down. Uh, Iran, Iranian regime, they gained everything from this war. Okay, so Iranian regime strategy is this: in this war between White House and Iranian regime, let's take hostage of the world trade, the Strait of Hormuz, and they play their card very wisely, smartly. Okay, so now the entire world is against the White House. Hey, because of you, White House in America, international shipment in that Strait of Hormuz in Middle East is halted because Iranian regime would not let the international ships, the cargo ships, to go through. So White House has no choice but surrendering to Iranian regime so that international trade cargo ships can pass with oil and gas and everything else. Because the entire world is against the White House now because they caused this war, which caused blockade of international shipment, the Middle East. Okay, that's what happened. Did I foresee this? No, because I don't really spend my energy or time reading about politics. Okay, because I'm not into politics these days. I do mathematics. Okay, but yeah, once in a while I read the news. Okay, so I'm just observing, making some comments. That's all. Huh? 5 minutes break. Vocal rest. Okay. Let's go to human school. Human show. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. Thank you. Ah, okay. Welcome back. We are back. Uh, so what else to talk about? Okay. International politics. Yeah, foreign interventionism. By America. Yeah, I mean, even under this administration, some foreign interventionism, like I think it was in Venezuela, somewhere in South America. Okay, more or less successful, I guess. Okay, but those are smaller countries. Iran is a big country. Okay, so yeah, intervening or Afghanistan, another big country. Okay, relative to Venezuela or South Korea. Okay. South Korea, yeah, American foreign interventionism, it did work. And actually, I'm a de facto beneficiary of that American interventionism to South Korea. It did work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So foreign interventionism by America, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. It, I think it depends on size of the country. Okay. Vietnam War, American interventionism, it did not work because again, Vietnam is a rather big country. Okay, yeah. So I guess it depends on the size of country. Okay, yeah. How about war between Russia and Ukraine? Well, Ukraine is a big country. Okay, that's why Russia very big country, but the kind of Russian foreign interventionism against Ukraine not quite working because Ukraine is a big country. Okay. Okay. So I guess the success or failure of foreign interventionism by a big country like America, Russia, I guess depends on the size of the target countries. Okay. It seems to be the pattern. Okay. Okay. Mhm. But this current administration in America is interventionism to Venezuela. Yeah, so far it kind of it seems to have worked, but it's yet to be seen though. Okay, yeah, in a long term basis. Hmm. Some humanological analysis, yeah, it has to be the inertia. Inertia. Okay. The size of country, like small mass versus big mass. Small mass, small ball, easy to move. Smaller mass, smaller inertia. Okay, in physics. But big ball, larger mass, heavy, difficult to move. So it has to do inertia. Okay. Hmm. Sure. Okay. Now let's move on. I had this interesting dream a couple of nights ago. Okay. Uh, Interesting dream. Okay. It's like one of my recurring themes in my dreams at night or early in the morning. Flying, just floating in the air, hovering, levitating, gravitating, okay, with no equipment, okay, just flying in the dream, okay, yeah, like a Superman, okay. So in that dream, because some dreams I'm kind of shy about it, my ability to fly. In my dream, I don't know how to fly, okay. I cannot even fly on an airplane or helicopter. I don't have license for it, okay. But in my dream, I fly with no equipment, okay. But sometimes in my dreams, because I fly a lot in my dreams, okay. Sometimes in my dreams, I keep it hidden, secret. I do not want no, people to know that I can fly. So I would fly where there's nobody around. In my dream, okay? Many of my dreams. But about 3 nights ago, in that dream, I flew in public where there are people. And one of them asked me in my dream, hey, how does it feel when you fly? And I said something like, in my dream, yeah, I feel free when I fly. Something like that. Right? Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to share with you. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break and then let's go to Instagram Live, okay? Yeah, mandatory socialization, mandatory fun, okay? Sure. It's been less than 1 hour. Yeah, 5 minute break, okay? Thank you. Bye. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Happy Saturday morning. Ugh. Yeah. We get back to mathematics some other time, okay? So let's take a break from mathematics. All that math. All that jazz. Yeah, that's nice phrase in the jazz community. Here, yeah, all that math, mathematics. So take a break. Uh, Mandatory selfie. Let's redo here. To redo hair do. Huh? Enough. Okay. Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday Night Love Huhnkie episode 265. Yeah, happy Saturday morning. Yeah, but take a break from mathematics, okay? Let's just talk about whatever. Okay? Yeah, happy Saturday morning. It's nice these days. Temperature-wise in Alaska is 59 Fahrenheit. That's nice. Yeah, early summer. Yeah, that's good temperature there. 59 Fahrenheit. Which is about okay, let's say 60 Fahrenheit, okay. To convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, rule of thumb is you subtract 30 and divide by half. So about 15, 15 Celsius. Okay, okay. So I commute, I live in Matsu Valley, I work in Anchorage Monday to Friday, okay. Welcome. Good morning from Alaska. Yeah, interesting name. Yeah, yeah. I like your name, okay? Yeah, very creative, knowledgeable, and very smart. Your username, 1 to 10? I give you 10, okay? Yeah, it's great. Very creative, very knowledgeable. Yeah, genius. Mighty proud future leaders. Yeah, martial arts, education, career development, okay? Thank you. Smart, creative, original, authentic. Yeah. Okay, 5 minutes break. Yeah, vocal rest, okay? Thank you. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, you're amazing. Yeah. 5 minutes, okay? Thank you. Yeah, welcome. Good morning from Alaska. Nice. Mighty proud future leaders. Okay. Welcome back, welcome back. So, yeah, I commute from Matsu Valley to Anchorage because I live in Matsu Valley. I work in Anchorage Monday to Friday. I love driving, okay? I same Glen Highway, but season changes. So different lighting, Chugachi Mountain range, yeah, snows are melting. Now there's more greenery, trees, leaves, shrubs. Okay, yeah, grass. Same mountain, but same trees, but different colors. During the winter time, it's kind of brown, no leaves. then snow. Okay, so it does change. Different lighting depending on the seasons. Okay, so it does change. Although it's same mountains, same trees. Okay, so that seasonal variation, I enjoy watching it. Okay, as I drive in Glen Highway. Okay, yeah, it's because commuting from Machu Valley to Anchorage is 1 hour each way. So I spend 2 hours Monday to Friday driving. Okay, I love it because I love traveling, and commuting is like traveling. Okay, Machu Valley quite rural. Okay, Anchorage urban, more buildings. Okay, and more people too. Okay, it's diversity, rural versus urban. Okay, I really enjoy that. Okay, yeah, two different experiences, urban versus rural. Okay, yeah, I enjoy that. Okay, yeah, yeah. As a Valley commuter who live in Valley, work in Anchorage. Okay, oh, there are many of us. Okay, yeah, yeah. According to some estimates, about one third of working adults in Machu Valley come to Anchorage. Okay, and I'm one of them. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, it's nice. But because I drive very safely. Okay, and I like I wake up very early during the weekdays. Okay, these days I kind of start driving around 5 a.m. Okay. So, but believe it or not, okay, there are a lot of commuters even at 5 a.m. from Machu Valley to Anchorage, okay. Uh, yeah, these are serious people, okay, professionals making good money, okay, in Anchorage, live in the valley, okay, yeah. Hmm. And but at 5 a.m., yeah, there's still commuters, but not too many. I like that, okay. Safe driving, okay, so yeah, it's more enjoyable when there's no traffic jam. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Fine is great. Vocal rest. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Welcome to Humor Show. I'm just chilling. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Just chilling. Huh? Drinking and chilling. Relaxing. How nice. Let me get some wine and beer. Okay, welcome everyone back. Good morning from Alaska. Uh, so okay, let's talk about music. Okay, yeah. Uh, Trying to find some room for this nice wine glass. Okay, so the bossa nova. Okay, it means new wave in Portuguese. From Brazil, Brazilian jazz. Okay, so Juan Gilberto and Stan Getz and Antonio Carlos Jobim. Okay, so those are jazz classics from Brazil. Okay, South America. They're amazing. Goes like this. Okay. Oh yeah, Stan Getz and Juan Gilberto. Okay. Amazing. Nice. Yeah. Now let's talk about martial arts. Okay. How about Western European martial arts? Fencing. Okay. Like foil. That's the sword in fencing that's very flexible and is safe for training purposes. Okay. Yeah, it's very like concentration, focus. Okay. Yeah, in Western European like sword, martial art, fencing. Okay. I did learn somewhat in YouTube a couple of days ago. The steps. Okay. Yeah, for free in YouTube. Okay. Yeah, because I never learned fencing before. Okay. So I learned some basics in YouTube for free. Like I typed in like fencing lessons. Okay. It was good. Okay. I was like, look, I'm a martial artist, but my background is an Asian martial arts. Okay. But European martial arts, yeah, there are many, right? Yeah, boxing, pugilism, okay, fencing, the sword, and wrestling, right? Yeah, those are great. Yeah, very powerful. Yeah. Hmm? Well, I appreciate Western martial arts too. Okay. Boxing, I did learn some. Okay. Yeah. Western boxing, pugilism. Where? Actually, when I was in Cornell, Ithaca, New York, doing my PhD there for 2 years. Okay, before I dropped out. Okay, I went to a student club, boxing student club. Okay, yeah, I learned some. Okay, yeah, it's powerful martial arts. Okay? Oh, yeah. Wrestling, I Western wrestling. I did not formally learn. Okay, but in South Korea, there's Korean wrestling called Serum. Okay, it is different from Western wrestling. Okay, but because in Korean wrestling Serum, they stand up. Okay, whoever falls to the ground, they lose. Okay, but Western wrestling, they're more ground fighting, right? Yeah. Eh, yeah, which is very cool. Yeah, they're cool. Uh, but I know some Japanese jiu from my friends when I was in the army. Okay, so also when I was in Madison, Wisconsin University too. Okay, yeah, yeah. Also, there's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Who is crazy, crazy jiu and his father though. Okay, yeah, I learned some. Okay, yeah, cool. Hmm. Now 5 minutes break for chorus. Okay, time check. I think it's been 1 hour. Yes, it has. Let's ventilate. 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Vocal rest. I'm 47, so. Hi. Let's pick five. Yeah, welcome back. We are back. How about some story time? Yeah, sure. Jujitsu class. It's one credit class, Madison, Wisconsin University, back in 1997 or 1998. Around there. I was freshman, okay? I was like 19. I was born in 1978. I was like 19, 1997, okay? So I took this one credit jujitsu class, physically active, okay? So yeah, I was majoring in computer science, but there's some allowance to take some other classes other than computer science, okay? So yeah, I took one credit jujitsu class. It was nice. Yeah, I got a B. Why? I'll tell you later. But I was like 19, okay? So before that, yeah, I got black belt in South Korea. When I was sixth grade, elementary school. That was year 1990 when I was 12. So South Korea, Gukgiwon, that's like headquarters of Taekwondo in South Korea, okay? I got black belt too, okay? When I was 12. Okay? Yeah. And then what, 7 years later, yeah, okay, I graduated from South Korea high school, 1997, and then I came back to America because I was born in America, 1997. okay. 1978, okay. I was born in America. When I was 3 months old baby, yeah, my parents moved, and we moved back to South Korea. My parents, okay, my father did PhD in Cornell, 1978, okay, in economics. And after that, yeah, we moved back to South Korea. I was 3 months old baby, 1978, okay. So I grew up there until 1997, high school graduation, okay. Then I came back to America, Madison, Wisconsin University, major in computer science, okay. And I took this one credit jiu-jitsu class. Okay, yeah. Our professor, black belt in jiu-jitsu, he's Caucasian gentleman. Okay, I'm 5'10", 5 foot 10 inches. Okay, that gentleman, black belt, he was wearing eyeglasses, and he was about his height, shorter than me. His age, I was 19. I think he was in his early 40s. He's Caucasian. Okay. His hair color dark brown. His age level, I think he was in early 40s. I was 19. He's Caucasian, okay? Yeah. His eye color, I think he has brown eyes. His skin color, he's Caucasian, okay? Yeah, light skin color, okay? I remember. I have a photographic memory, okay? Yeah. He's shorter than me, maybe 5'7" or 5'5", something like that, okay? A black belt in jiu-jitsu. He was our professor in his early to mid 40s, and he's Caucasian. Okay, okay. So my attitude was like, okay, look, I'm not from Japan, but I'm Korean by ethnicity, American by citizenship. But I didn't say this to him. Our professor in jiu-jitsu class, okay, one credit. I did not say this to him, but I'm sure he read my attitude. Okay, I'm like, okay, how many classmates, how many students there are? We have one professor and about 1 to 2 teaching assistants, also black belt in jiu-jitsu. Younger than he was. He was in mid to early to mid 40s. His teaching assistants, also jiu-jitsu black belt. One or two of them, they were males, okay? The teaching assistants in the jiu-jitsu class, they're in their late 20s to early 30s. Caucasians, okay? Our classmates, there were 15 of us. It was a small class, okay? Uh, in that class, there were males, instructors, teaching assistants, professor, and about 15 students. They were males. Ethnicity, they were Caucasians. I was the only non-Caucasians. I was the only non-Caucasian. Also, I was the only Asian in that class. True story. Okay. Back in Madison, Wisconsin, somewhere around 1997, 1998, somewhere around there. Mhm. Almost 30 years ago. But I vividly remember. It was nice class. Okay. Now, 5 minutes break. Okay. Yeah. Book arrest. Because of humor school. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Story time. Oh, nice. All right. Yeah. Let's take five. All right. Very cool. Yep. Low martial art. Yep. Okay. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Good morning from Alaska. Yeah, story time, okay? Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu class, one credit Jiu-Jitsu class from Madison, Wisconsin, 1997 or 1998, almost like 30 years ago, okay? But I remember, okay? So again, I did not say this to the professor of Jiu-Jitsu class, black belt. He was about 43, okay? He's Caucasian, okay? He's shorter than me, older than me, and he's Caucasian, okay? But Jiu-Jitsu from Japan. I'm Korean American, so I'm not Japanese, but I'm Asian. Okay? So I did not say this, but I'm dramatizing, comedizing what happened, adding my own fictional writers stuff, okay? Oh yeah, yeah, welcome, welcome from Middle East. Yeah, we love Middle East, okay? Yeah. Great region, okay? Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, our international friends. Yeah. Welcome to Human Rights Show. Okay? Your mind proud future leaders. Yeah, martial arts, education, career development. Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so in that class, my attitude toward our professor, Jiu-Jitsu black belt, in his 40s, I was 19. We are talking about 1997, Madison, Wisconsin, America, okay? One credit Jiu-Jitsu class, okay? I'm adding my own stuff. I'm also a writer. I write novels, okay? So some fictional stuff, comedy, dramatizing, comedyizing, okay? So I was like, looking up, looking at him like up and down. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Mr. Prophet, I'm dramatizing, comedyizing. Okay, I did not say this in that class. Okay, but my attitude is like, okay, Mister, you're shorter than me, you're older than me. I'm 19 and you're in your 40s, and you're not even Asian, you're Caucasian. Okay, and so are you gonna teach me, Asian guy, on Asian martial arts or jujitsu? You're shorter than me, you're older than me, and you're not even Asian, you're Caucasian, okay? You gonna you gonna teach me Asian martial arts when I'm Asian and when you are Caucasian? I'm like, come on. You're wearing black belt, I'm wearing white belt. Really. So that was my attitude. I did not say that, but I think he kind of read my attitude. Okay, that's fine. So we learned Jiu-Jitsu, okay? How to fall gracefully. It's nice mattresses on the floor. Yeah, how to fall to the ground safely in Jiu-Jitsu style, Japanese martial art. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Rolling on the ground, nice mattress, cushion. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Now 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Okay. Yeah, I'm 47. Okay, and vocal rest. Thank you. Mighty professionalism. Okay. Yeah, low martial arts. Okay. Yeah, thank you. 5 minutes. Okay. Vocal rest. Yeah, thank you. Okay, welcome everybody. Yeah, so yeah, welcome friends. Yeah, yeah, we love Africa. Okay, yeah, fantastic, great regions. Okay, we love Middle East, we love Africa. Yeah, great international friends. Okay, yeah. Now let's get back to the story. Okay, so yeah, Madison, Wisconsin University, 1997, 1998, somewhere around there. Okay, one credit Jesus class. Okay, I'm kind of comedizing, dramatizing from my memory, okay, because I'm also a writer. I write fictions. Okay. So, okay, Jewish class professor, about 43 years old. I was 19 years old, okay. And the gentleman is a great gentleman. He is Caucasian, okay. Jewish class professor, Jewish from Japan, okay. And I'm Asian, and he's Caucasian, and he's wearing black belt. I'm wearing white belt, Jewish class. And he's like, I'm 5'10". He was like 5'7", something like that. Okay, he's shorter than me, older than me, and he's Caucasian. I'm Asian, and my age was like, really. So, Mr. Professor, you as a Caucasian black belt Jewish Jew professor, and I'm Asian, and I'm wearing white belt, and you're gonna teach me Asian martial arts of Jiu-Jitsu from Japan. I was like, really? I'm from Korea. I'm not from Japan, but I'm from Asia, okay? And this gentleman is his ancestor from Europe, okay? So he's wearing black belt. I'm wearing white belt. And now you're gonna teach me Asian martial arts as a Caucasian. I was like, uh. So that was my attitude. I did not say this in the class, but I'm sure you can read my mind somehow, okay? So one day, okay, maybe in the middle of the semester, okay, yeah, okay, I learned enough. Okay, so I challenged that gentleman who's older and shorter in height, stature. He's shorter than me. I'm 5'10". He was like 5'7", something like that. Okay, I challenged him in judo in Japan. Okay, yeah, of course he knows what judo is, and he said yes. Yeah, oh, okay, okay, yes. Huhnkie, you wanna challenge me in judo after class? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's go. After class. It's like 1 hour class, okay? Once a week, one credit class. Madison, Wisconsin University, okay? Oh, it was nice. Very respectful sparring. And okay, we have like 15 students. They're all males. Other than me, all Caucasians, okay? Yeah. About 7 of us, half the class stayed after the class. And they watched us, our professor, and me sparring judo style. Yeah, jiu-jitsu is similar. They're from Japan, okay? And I tell you what happened next. It's all courteous, polite, civil, respectful. It's all good, okay? So, right, good story. And I'll tell you after 5 minutes break for correct, okay? Now time check. We have 12 minutes here, okay? So, hmm. Yeah, we got more than 30 minutes left, okay? Yeah, story time, okay? Yeah, 5 minutes. All right, thank you. Yeah, it was nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I was 19, late teen, okay. It was 1997, okay. Before that, in South Korea, I learned Taekwondo, like kicking, punching, okay, with fist, open palm. Yeah, kicking with feet or knee, elbow, headbutt, Taekwondo style, South Korea, okay. But Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, Judo is entire different genre. It's about twisting the joints the other way, okay. I was not used to that, okay. So it was ground fighting, okay. So wrestling, okay. I was not used to that, okay. So in that Jiu-Jitsu, Judo sparring with our professor and yours truly, Huhnkie, 1997, about 30 years ago. Yeah, after the class, Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, yeah, one credit jiu-jitsu class. Okay, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice. So I challenged our professor. He said yes. Yeah, let's do it after class. Okay. Yeah, about 15 students. Okay. Yeah, in the class, about seven of us remained after class to watch us sparring. I challenged our professor. I was like, "You're Caucasian. I'm Asian. So you're teaching me, the only Asian guy, the only non-Caucasian guy, student. You're gonna teach an Asian guy when you are Caucasian. You're gonna teach me as a Caucasian Asian martial arts of Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, let's go. Because I'm not comfortable with this configuration. Okay, Mr. Professor, let's see how good you are as a Caucasian teaching Asian on Asian martial arts or Jiu-Jitsu as a Caucasian. Let's see how good you are. Yeah, so in Asian martial arts, we talk about Far East Asia, like China, Korea, Japan, okay? It's about, you know, respect before sparring begins, okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And no kicking, no punching, okay? It's jiu-jitsu, judo, okay? So Okay, and then he got me arm lock on the ground. Okay, I was like elbow lock. Okay, like wrapping around his leg around my elbow. I was like, ah, tap tap tap, yeah, tap tap, yeah. You win, I lose. Okay, yeah, I give up. Okay, you win, professor. Okay, tap tap tap. Okay, he got me arm lock, elbow lock. Okay, how long did it take? Maybe 2 minutes. It did not take that long. Okay, so okay, maybe about 2 minutes. Okay, so yeah, he got me Ebola. Okay, it's very Japanese Jewish Jew style. So I tapped out. Okay, so yeah, this, when I screamed like our classmates left, they've left. Okay, so and then yeah, okay, so he released me. Okay, I tapped out. Okay, I screamed. Okay, yeah, you win, I lose. Okay, yeah, please stop. Bending my elbow the other way. Please stop. Tap 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 tap. Okay, yeah, please. I lose. You win. Okay, tap tap tap. Our classmates left. They have a very good left. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so we like again before, just like before sparring, after sparring, yeah, bowing down, respect, Asian tradition. Okay, very respectful. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, yeah, nice. Yeah. Uh huh. It was cool. Now, 5 minutes break, vocal rest, okay? Now, after 5 minutes break, yeah, let me tell you about our classmates in that Jewish class that I remember. They're cool, okay? Yeah. Time check. We got about, what, 20 minutes left? Good enough. A small class, about 15 students, okay? 1, 5, 15, okay? So, yeah, 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. But I remember them, okay? Classmates. Yeah. Yeah, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, very interesting classmates. All different majors, okay? I do not know what their majors were. Wisconsin University, undergrad, okay? So maybe some of the graduate students, I don't know, okay? So some of classmates I remember, Jewish class, okay? Wisconsin University. Yeah, we are barefooted, okay, like this, okay? It's like Japanese Jewish style. Yeah, key the in Korean word tobo, yeah, martial art uniform, okay, in Asia, Far East Asia, okay. Yeah, we're barefooted, okay. So one of my classmates complained, "Hey, Huhnkie, you need to clip your toenails because your thumb toenails, just scratch my feet. We are both barefooted, okay." Oh yeah, he said, "Please clip your toenails, please, next time, okay." I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah, welcome. We are talking about martial arts, okay? Welcome. Good morning. Yeah. Another classmate I remember from Jiu-Jitsu class, Madison, Wisconsin, 1997, okay? That gentleman, he was around my age, okay? I was 19. He was around that age. He's Caucasian with long ponytail. We have sparring together in that class, during the class, okay? He's Caucasian guy, okay? He's long ponytail, kind of like dark to light brown, long hair, ponytail, okay? Light skin is Caucasian, okay? Blue eyes. I remember because we spar together, okay? Yeah, we start from the ground, like kneeling on the ground. Very respectful. Jewish style Japan, from Japan, okay? Yes, we bow down together before sparring, as usual. And then he looked at me with his blue eyes. He's Caucasian, okay? His age, around my age. I was 19. He was around there, okay? And I did not like stare at him. Look, it's Saturday. Yeah, thank you for your advice, but it's Saturday. I'm at home. I'm not driving anywhere. Okay, so yeah. But thank you. Okay, yeah. My professors, yeah, martial arts can call them. Okay, thank you. Yeah, story time. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this Caucasian gentleman around my age, around 19, late teen. Okay, around there. Okay. So we did sparring in jiu-jitsu class, Madison, Wisconsin, 1997. Okay. Uh, on the floor of that dojo. Okay. Yeah, it's jiu-jitsu class, ground fighting. So we are kneeling position on the floor, kneeling, and bow down for respect before sparring. Okay. Yes, Caucasian, she has blue eyes, light skin, semi-dark brown hair, ponytail. Okay, so it's not that muscular. Okay, but maybe a little bit more muscle than I did have back then. Okay, and he was taller than me. I'm 5'10". He was like 5'12", 5'11", something like that. Okay, okay, but around same age. Okay, and he looked at me. I looked at him, kneeling position, ground fighting, jiu-jitsu. Okay, we bow down before sparring. After that, after we bow down together for respect, so we have eye contact. His blue eyes, he's Caucasian guy, okay? Look, we are straight guys here, okay? Yeah. So he looked at me, sparring situation. I looked at him. And then he all of a sudden he jumped at me like a frog, amphibian, toad, frog, okay? And he got me some like neck lock, something like that, okay? And I tapped out maybe after 1 minute, okay? It was short. He was good. Okay. I think he studied some other kinds of martial art before that class. Okay. Am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. So yeah, I tapped out. Okay. It was maybe less than 1 minute. Okay. He was good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Frog style amphibian, like toad frog style. It caught me by surprise. Hmm? Okay. It is your universe in Korean. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Thank you for your appreciation for Korean language. Okay. 우주는 너희 거다. Okay? The universe is yours. Okay? 우주, universe is yours. 너희 거다. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. 우주는 너희 거다. Yeah. The universe is yours. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for your appreciation for Korean language. Okay? Thank you. Yeah. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay? Yeah. Vocal rest. I'm 47. Okay? Although I may look younger than that. 5 minutes break. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, learn martial arts. Continuing education, quality development. Okay, thank you. My profit leaders. Yeah, 5 minutes back. Book rest. Okay, thank you. Yeah. What? 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, continuing story time. Okay. Yeah. So my classmates. Okay, I remember many of them. Okay. So and there's this guy. Okay. Yeah, just like the rest of us, wearing white belt. Okay. So that guy is taller than me, more muscle than me, okay, older than me. Let's say mid to late 20s. I was 19, okay. I think I was like maybe graduate student in some department. I don't know, okay. But that guy looked like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Big muscle, tall, maybe like more than 6 feet, okay. Big muscles, okay. He's Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's from Austria, Europe, Hollywood. Good martial artist, okay. But this guy in the classmate in Jiu-Jitsu class, 1997, he looked just like Jean-Claude Van Damme, okay? He's not even mid to late 20s, I guess. Older than me, I was 19, okay? He's a white Caucasian guy. I did not recognize any accent. I think he's American born and raised, okay? But he just looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. But Jean-Claude Van Damme is brunette, right? But this guy, our classmate, He's blonde, okay, blue eyes, light skin, okay, but he looked just like Jean-Claude Van Damme, okay. Yeah, okay, okay, and he was good in martial arts, okay, yeah. Maybe they took some other different styles of martial arts before, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme look alike. Okay, I did not say that, but okay. Yeah, okay. But look, we are straight people here, okay? So, uh, yeah, but that's cool, okay? Yeah, it's like looking like Jean-Claude Van Damme, but his hair is blonde, short haircut, okay? But I remember his blonde guy, okay? Blue eyes, muscular, tall, okay? Yeah, that's cool. Huh? I think he's a graduate student, some department. I don't. But they were good martial artists, okay, trending different styles of martial arts and then humbling themselves, including myself. I was 19, okay, when white belt as a beginner to learn about different styles of martial arts. Yeah, so it was nice. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. And we have some reading assignment. Yeah, some literature. Okay. One of the mandatory reading, yeah, Book of Five Rings in like Japanese style. Yeah, samurai. Miyamoto Musashi or something like that. Okay, so Book of Five Rings. Yeah, the samurai. Okay, yeah, history in Japan. Samurai back like 300 years ago. Okay, Book of Five Rings. It's very philosophical. Okay, yeah, and we are required to write a paper written, typed in computer. Okay, yeah, Book of Five Rings. Okay, the Japanese samurai philosophy. That was nice. It's a one credit martial art class, but we are required to go to library, read books about Japanese martial arts, and write some commentary about that book. Reading and writing assignment. Good class. I remember. Yeah, it was nice. I gotta be in that class, maybe because I challenged the master. I don't know. Yeah, but does not matter. Grade does not matter. It was very nice experience. Okay, so we learn from each other. Okay, okay. Grade does not matter. I passed as a B student in that class. Does not matter. Okay, it was nice. Very good education there. Martial arts, philosophy, reading, writing. Okay, and respect. It was fantastic. I remember. Okay. Okay, I guess it's been 2 hours. Okay, I'll see you next time. Okay, yeah, maybe tomorrow, maybe this evening, today. Because I'm kind of drunk. I'll do some food and take a nap. Okay, see you next time. Okay, yeah, learn martial arts. Okay, martial arts education, continuing career development. Okay, be the leaders. Okay, yeah, martial arts leaders. Thank you. See you next time. Okay, yeah. Mhm. Welcome to humanology. Yep. Yeah, friends. Yeah, we get back to mathematics some other time. Okay. Yeah. See you next time. Okay. Thank you. Hmm?